That was funny. Okay. I think we're 100% live, and oh my God, only one voice at a time. Okay. That was funny. Okay. I think we're 100% live, and oh my God, only one voice at a time.
I think you got to turn off a speaker or something.
Okay. That was funny. Okay. I think we're 100% live, and oh my God, only one voice at a time.
I think you got to turn off a speaker.
What speaker? Oh, no.
Okay, that was funny.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I have a.
I think we're 100% live. Oh my God, only one voice at a time. I think you got to turn off a speaker.
What speaker? What speaker?
Okay, that was funny.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I have a.
I think we're
Okay.
Oh my God.
What speaker?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna need some more champagne.
Maybe we should just record.
Well, let's well no, because we're gonna have that noise in the background. So let's
Okay. All right. People that are watching now, are you able to
hold on, wait. We recording, right? It went away. All right, I don't hear us. Let's go. Is it recording?
I don't know, honestly. Wait a minute.
Well, it says live. Let me check. Hold on.
I don't know what we're doing now. Okay, we are recording.
All right, good.
Okay.
What the fuck that was about?
That was weird. Okay, so and I can't see the comments right now, everybody, but dang it. It won't let me see comments at all. How bizarre is that? Okay, so I don't know if they can hear us or whatever. We're just gonna do it. That was fun.
That was some crazy shit.
Don't know what happened. So, anyways, okay. Welcome to Awakened Stories. It is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2024. I'm here with King Smarty. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic. What's up, everybody?
That was fun. All right. This morning you released Angelic Team 41 to 50.
Wow. Yes.
And then 2 levels of consciousness.
Yes. Yes. We also eliminated a bunch of beings on a different planet. Also put together a beings from where Zeus, the Greek god, is from. They have stepped up to assist in what we're doing also. They were having some issues there. They were thought to be immortal until they got evaporated. So now Zeus and his crew are alongside us.
Are they from another planet or
yes.
Is it all right?
Yes, that's where they were never from Earth.
How did we get the whatever you call them, the mythology? Like, did they come down for a while? Like, how do we know? Okay, so they came down, and that's how we know about their superpowers or whatever.
Yeah, well, it was it's normal for them. They call us gifted individuals, superhuman with superpowers. When it's not, it's normal.
Okay.
So, look like that video that I just posted about all of the kids playing in the instruments inside of tents because of the COVID-19.
Yeah.
That's how dumbed down they got.
Well, okay. Okay.
The whole world.
Okay. All right. So your screen just locked up for quite a while. We didn't hear anything you said,
Right.
and I was just texting you. So, you said you went to the planet where Zeus and all of them were from. They had popped in here, so they all have superpowers, and the primitive people of Earth at the time didn't realize that they were from another planet. They thought they were gods, is what I'm assuming you said.
That's pretty much what it is.
Mhm.
Um, they successfully dumbed down the people here to um, make other worldly beings uh, superior. That's why we call them gods with a S.
Yep.
When they're nothing but beings from different parts of the galaxy universe that have abilities that they know they have because they were taught they had them. Okay, so that's along the lines where I was going with it. The people here have been so dumbed down that people like myself are superhuman, supernatural, super whatever you want to call it, super healers, super crazy, super whatever, right? Um, in reality, we are the most powerful, coolest, superest beings that our Father created. Now, when everybody realized that, when they start to understand and know what I know, and you'll people will live differently because they'll be able to do things that I do. So, I'm the one that has to break the ice. I'm the one that has to bring this to everybody. I'm the one that has to show everybody how truthful this is. I'm the one that has to shut down the cabal. I'm the one that has to do this and do that and do all of the shit because there's nobody else capable to do it. You can call me what you want just by me saying that. There's hundreds of different intel groups out there that call me all types of names, but they're not doing and producing and healing the way that we are, the way that I am, and the way that I taught you guys.
Right.
I taught everybody to do what I do for free. For free. The only thing I charge for is my merchandise because I have to pay bills. Until we eliminate the things that we have to eliminate, we have to pay certain things and give Caesars what Caesars until they all have to give Smarty what Smarties, which is everything.
That's gonna be awesome.
So,
Yeah.
that being said, once we get to those points, then we're gonna have such a relief. The people, right? The people are going to have such a relief because they don't have to worry about somebody stepping on their fucking necks anymore.
Right.
So that's why I have to do all this stuff. And Daddy is with me. Daddy is with my crew. We work directly for him, with him. He made us this way. He made us to be able to do what we're doing. So we're Dad's representatives, and you can call us supernatural. You can call us whatever you want. At this point, I don't even care no more. I'm going to keep doing what I do. So when I talk about different beings from different parts of the galaxy, these guys wish they can do what I can do. We just literally took out supposedly immortals, right? How do you do that? How do you take out beings that are supposed to be immortal? Energy. Who created them in the first place? Dad did. Source, creator. Right? So all I did was take their energy, pow, reform it, and send it to where it has to go. That's how that's done. When we did it, when I did it, me and B did it, right? We were when we did it, they were like, holy shit. So
How many did you evaporate and then did you bring them back?
we evaporated the heads of each group. So it was about 20,000 or so, and we evaporated billions of them right after that. So, you know, people talk about how many kills they got because they had to. We got billions of kills, trillions of kills.
So those guys that you evaporated weren't brought back then to that planet? Okay.
No,
So the guys that are left are like, ooh, we better comply.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, they asked for help in the first place.
Ah, got it.
So
Okay.
so and that's how it started. Zeus was brought up. Where was he from? He's from over here and blah blah blah. And we started looking at it. They literally have coliseums and stuff like that over there too. And that's when they told us that they've been watching and that they want to help. And we have this problem over here. And um, once we were shown the problem, we did what we do, and now we have more help.
So they're coming down here to help us.
Yeah. So just like I've been telling you guys that all of this shit was going to happen. It
Yeah.
sounds like fairy tale. It sounds like myth. Whatever you want to call it. It's. I have to admit the shit is crazy. I wouldn't know where to start with none of this stuff. All I do is follow my orders, right? And they telepathically communicate with us, and then we do what we have to do. And that's that. So the war is over already, if you ask me. The angelic forces, 51 to 60, are um, their job is to get things done, but also gift the people. So wherever the other angels need assistance, they're going to help, but they're also tasked to gift people things,
Awesome.
prizes. Take that, take this. We're going to move this out the way so that happens for you. That's
Oh,
that's what their job is.
awesome.
So it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy, and I don't mean like shit crazy. I mean like, oh, this is cool crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how did I do that? Like, oh shit, I just won the lotto.
It's gonna be
Stuff like
awesome.
yeah,
Well,
stuff like
let
that.
me let me ask a question about this. You've got Greek mythology and then Roman, which is they're similar, but they use different names, a little bit different properties. Are those the same guys or are they two separate groups?
They're two separate groups. The Romans are more of Egyptian, which are draconian.
Okay.
So yes, there are different groups. This is the reason why you have different civilizations that came and went throughout the centuries, right? Um, just like that, Robert, whatever the Chinese guy says that all of this stuff is getting ready to be whatever shut down or the fall of an empire, blah blah blah. Okay, well he's right. The dollar and all of their money system is and has fallen, and there won't be no war because it's already over. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing and disclosing everything. And if you haven't noticed, the shit that I say is happening more and more. And not only is it happening, I'm making it happen and I'm putting it out there and I'm having the Jedis and everybody enforce it. Do I need them to? No. Does it help move things along faster? Yes. Okay. So dad made me dad made me be able to do it all because it's literally him, right? He's telling me what to do and I'm doing it. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, plus it builds up the Jedi's confidence in their abilities, like they're practicing. All right, and we're helping push it forward, and then we'll be going out to help in a bigger way as time goes on.
That's right. That's right. So no matter how you look at it, everybody works for me. Everybody. Even the janitor, even the police department, they all work for me. When the good guys, do their little prayers and pray to God and Jesus, who you think they're asking help from,
Yeah.
right? So they all work for me, whether they know it or whether they admit it,
Right.
it's irrelevant. When they ask for help, they ask for dad or they ask for Jesus, right? Okay, well, we're the same. Different names. No
Okay.
difference.
Perfect.
And it's going to be evident. I mean, if it's not evident by now for people that are watching behind the scenes, there's something wrong with y'all. What will happen is it's the death ends. Okay, death ends. No more death. Now that's huge if you ask me. It's
Yeah.
real huge.
Yeah.
And it doesn't end for those of us of the light against Dad's will.
All right. You just
So
flipped out for a second. It doesn't
death
end.
ends.
Yeah.
Death ends for those that are going against Dad's will. Those of us that are of the light working on behalf of our Father will not experience death. And I'm teaching that, period. So I can sit here forever and get everybody on board or not. It don't matter to me. I get to live forever already. There's no way around me. You know that saying where it says the closest way, or in order to get to the Father, you got to go through the Son. Well, what do
Yeah.
you think is happening right now?
Right.
Who's teaching you what I'm teaching you? Nobody. Not only am I teaching everybody this, they're reproducing it. So, all of you guys out there that are on the fence about me, you might as well jump on my lawn and start partying with us. Or you could jump on the other side and perish, because I don't care. I really don't. There's too many children suffering, and there's too much trafficking still happening, or um, they're attempting to do these things. They're successful to a point because it literally is $1 billion industry. Okay, but we put a dent in it so bad that they are now trying to put the prices of other things on. Okay, that's why you see insurance increasing, property increasing, taxes increases, this and that, and banking, blah blah blah. So what happens when Daddy says, "Okay, enough is enough. Let's hit the switch on that. Give everybody back their shit and start the healing process with the crystalline chambers." Are you gonna wait for that time to get with the program and realize it's real, or are you going to start using my method and start tagging along with us to make sure it happens? Because that's what you're doing when you're going against what we're saying. You're stopping that process. So to me, you're an enemy combatant, if you would, and I'll evaporate your ass as soon as Daddy allows. I ain't got no time for that shit. Like,
Right.
there's so many people out there, good people out there, suffering because of a handful of individuals think that they own what Dad created.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not happening. That shit is over.
Oh, wow. So you've been really busy because I see you were popping away all weekend. You said you've evaporated tons of people this weekend.
Tons of people. Tons of people. There was a little gathering right across the street in the condominiums over here, trying to stop the event I'm having.
What?
So yeah, well, you got a lot of rich folks in the area that don't want me here.
What is their problem with your event?
They're dark,
Well, I know that,
and
but
they would rather eat the children than have them celebrate and have fun.
yeah.
They would rather sacrifice them and put them on a kitchen table.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of the owners on this island are literally leaving, one way or the other. If it was up to me, it'd be in a coffin, and I mean that, because then they won't be able to do what they're doing elsewhere. And you know what? The military and all the people and the police in the area know about it all, because I was sitting with an individual that put together a trafficking sting operation in the Panhandle. So we, there is people combating this shit, and they know who's involved, and the police department is involved in it. You think I care?
Yeah, it seems like the police all over the country are involved in it, you know?
I had an officer admit to me that he knew that it was happening. A sheriff. He admitted to me that he knew it was happening. So that's why we continue to do what we can do, or continue to do what we do and
Wow.
what we can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Because these people, they have so much invested in infrastructure and what they've been doing that they pretty much buy everybody all the way up. Well, we already know the judges, lawyers, they're all involved in it, right?
Right. Right.
You got these guys paying these guys, paying those guys, paying those guys, paying these guys, and then you got these guys drugging the young ladies in the local bars, and then they come up missing, and then you got them also stopping it from being posted in the media or online or in the newspaper. Meanwhile, everybody in the community knows about it. Something wrong with that. Something real wrong with that. And this is why they don't like me.
Right. Right.
Like I said, you think I care? I got daddy. Like, do you really want to fuck around and find out? You know that commercial, protected by Viper and stand back?
No, but
Remember the Viper alarm commercial? Protected by Viper, stand back. Okay, well, protected by daddy. Fuck around and find out.
I've heard that. Huh. Wow.
Yeah, but we all know when it comes to dad, people don't have a choice in the matter. And that's why it's very important for everybody to turn to dad at this point. Because there's a maniac on the loose and he likes to evaporate people. And people don't even realize that's serious until it actually happens in front of them. Do I have to does it have to be that, does it have to get to that point? I believe so. To be honest, I do. I really do.
Okay. So, would you say, like, I don't know if you want to say percentage wise, is the trafficking, say, 75% or more shut down at this point?
It's about 90, 98%.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, well, you got everybody looking at Israel, but at the end of the day, you got us, revealing ourselves. That's why the Red Hats revealed themselves. That's why all the other different forces are revealing themselves. That's why you got people coming together that nobody really knows about unless you talking about the right things, and then they say, "Hey, listen, this is what we're doing." Because I'm sitting with people, and because of what I'm saying to them, they open up. And when I show them what I can do, because I literally run around and pop, 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 hit people's gas tanks and stop people from getting out of a car and doing this and doing that. That's what David witnessed, a bunch of shit like that.
Right, right.
But when I do things like that, they're like, okay, we're listening. What else do you want us to do? So
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so not only do I have the abilities, the funding is coming. The funding is here. Dad said the funding is here. So I may just have to kill a couple more folks so that they fucking pay me.
So the funding is here. It just got to trickle into your pocket.
He's crazy. He's talking about killing people drinking the Corona. Yes, because I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Okay. And we had 2 levels of consciousness raised this morning.
That's another reason why things are kicking up a notch and a lot of the dark forces are fading away. because the energy, the consciousness is happening at the same time. So what happens when you got super high energies, super high levels? They can't even see you no more because you're vibrating different. So a lot of the individuals that are, that were here this morning are no longer here because we just shot up 2 more levels.
Awesome.
This morning was huge. Was huge. You may not see it now, but I'm telling you, this morning was huge.
Awesome. Awesome.
All the bullshit fading away.
Excellent. So it seems like you've been really busy this weekend. So I've just been watching and it's like, whoa, lots of
Yeah,
good stuff happening. It's all coming out, which is good.
it is. It is. Just like I mean, if you guys are following me on Telegram, which majority of the people watching me here do, you see every time we post something and we reinforce it to happen, that shit happens. So the more and more we focus on a specific task, the faster that thing happens.
Yep.
Now the whole thing with the GCR and the RV, it's a bigger complex thing and there's multiple countries involved. That doesn't mean we can't enforce the shit to happen, right? That don't mean that at all. That means we gotta keep focusing on that. Tag that shit. Pow, hit it. Let's go. Make them pay everybody. Make them pay all of us. Do the basic income. Do the wealth transfer. The debt forgiveness. Do all of it. And then ask daddy to allow me to evaporate. That's it.
Perfect. Well, on that note, one of our Jedi friends has been checking the debt clock, that little system on the computer. And on April 3rd, he said our debt was 330 billion. And then it went down about 9 billion a day. And 28 days later, the debt was down to 59 billion from 330. That's mind blowing. So what was happening there? Why did it go down so, I guess, rapidly?
Because like I said, I'm funding it.
Okay.
Everything belongs to me.
Yeah. We were talking about if there was a different timeline, we were making stuff up, if the RV has happened,
No, see, you guys gotta understand. Even though I'm limited to what I can do, I'm still doing it. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Well, all right. So what I'm saying is, right now, my bank account doesn't reflect what I actually have.
Okay.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm popping in on people and having them do certain things.
Okay.
You understand now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm doing it all. And at the end of the day, all of these major companies, the ones that dad wants me to own, I already own. And that's going to be evident. So I literally posted a couple of days ago that I was funding it all, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, now she saw evidence of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a major amount of money.
Yeah, and there's nothing. It's really nothing compared to what dad, compared to what I really got, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about someone who's stuck in this body and has multiple kingdoms out there. It's nothing. And daddy teases me every day, by the way, about the chambers, about my hair, about me being overweight, the weight of the world. You got the weight of the world. It's about to be released. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And then dad says, okay. I'm sorry.
That is funny. That's funny.
That's how our conversations go, like that. But yes, we are doing things. We are doing things, and it's all going to come out. It's full disclosure. There's no way around it. And the cool part is everybody's going to be able to see once it's all said and done, how we did it, how we were able to do it. Remember those portals I keep talking about? Remember the teleportation I keep talking about? Yeah, you're going to see how real it is.
Yeah, I can't, it's just gonna be so exciting, very exciting. So last video, we talked about how we're immortal. We shouldn't be experiencing aging or death, but it's our belief system because for millions, billions of years, that's what, I don't know, we've been taught. And it's reinforced in the books, the movies, you know. So here's my question. How can the average person convert a hope that what you're saying is true into a belief, and then convert a belief into a knowing, like you said? Like, is there a method we can use? Or
The Jedi method. That's the only way to do it.
okay, okay,
Because you start to learn the method, you start to use the pendulum, and you start to remove the doubt.
mhm,
Once you do all that, then you're gonna realize that this shit is real.
yeah,
And then when the purpose of all that is literally that. Because once you use the pendulum, once you do even muscle testing, you don't even need a pendulum. You can do the Jedi method with the pendulum or muscle testing. Once you get the right answers, once you get the right, the
right,
muscle testing, then you start to ask questions. Which is why if you go to Source Direct of a YouTube channel and just listen and follow along, tag along, pause it if you have to, test it, do what I'm telling you to do,
right.
because then you're going to remove the doubt. You're going to learn that you can move energy, and then once you start doing that, you start to learn how to
Yeah.
you start you start to learn that it's real because you just successfully used it.
Okay, so basically, you can test every point that Smarty says and all the videos he puts out, test the points, develop your discernment, and then you start to have, okay, my hope is turning into belief. And as time goes on, you become more confident, and then you have a knowing.
That's right, and that's how everybody started.
Yeah.
That's how everybody started, including myself. So what I did was I put everybody on the fast track of what I did to learn all this shit, because Dad was telling me everything as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Now here's something that everybody can do right now, right? Whenever you guys are watching this, right? I'm going to form an energy ball right here. There's an energy ball right here, right? So now you that's watching right now, use your imagination, grab the energy out of my hand, get a bottle of water, pop, and drop it into the water. Then use muscle testing or pendulum to see if you was able to do that. And when you get the right answers, then you know that you were able to harness the frequencies in the energy ball and drop them into your water. You can also do a before and after taste. So before you even do that, pause right now, go get water, taste some, go back and do what I just said to do. Then you tell me what happens next. It's literally that simple. You can use that same method to heal people, send them energy balls, put heavy loving light blankets around them, command certain things, use your energy, use your thoughts, use your love, right? Pop, 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 pop. I want this parking spot. I want a parking spot to be at my house when I get there. Pop, 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 pop. Because that's when you start to use the method in that way, you literally start to manifest, and then you understand how this is all possible and how it's all happening, and then eventually you'll get to the instant manifestation where I'm at.
I've had manifestations that were so fast, it was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Like shocking. And those are fabulous, you know, they're so fun. You
Yeah,
know, so fun. Good.
and that's the cool thing. I recommend everybody use the method to heal each other, because once you use the method to heal each other, then it becomes even more fun because then you're doing something that you didn't think you were able to do, and then you did it, and then the feeling from it, like holy shit, this is for real. Then you just keep going on and keep doing it and keep doing it, and next thing you know, all of the things that you ever wanted in life are happening because we're all doing it across the board for everybody else. Now, I've always taught and say that the fastest way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. So removing somebody's illnesses and healing somebody and making them feel great, what do you think that happens for you? What do you think that allows for you to receive just by doing that? Now, I do it every day on a big scale. So, hello.
It raises the vibration of those other people too. If they're injured or sick or whatever, you're making them feel better. Well, you feel better about what you've done, but you're helping them. They feel better. It's just something that ripples right out there. It's perfect.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
For those of you that just start, you may be called crazy. Who knows? 10 years ago when we were doing this shit, we were the craziest. Now everybody's wanting to hang around because they want to know what else we know.
Yep.
They look, people want to be right next to me. Like, what are we doing next, Marty? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Because I'm the craziest, but I'm the one doing shit. Like, oh shit, what are we doing next?
Yeah, well, you have that enthusiasm and excitement, and again, you're telling the truth. Who else has visited Zeus's planet today? None of us that we know of.
Yeah, well, you're right.
That we know of. Well, that's
I'm sure
fabulous.
I'm sure a bunch of people remote viewed it while they're watching this. Um, and the cool thing about all of these videos is that everybody will be able to go back to. They'll be able to say, "Oh shit, Smarty was talking about it right here." That's what's happening now, by the way. People are going back and listening to all the information that hasn't been deleted, and they're like, "What the fuck? This guy's for real."
Yeah. Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yep.
We had a question about Egyptian gods, which I feel like kind of dovetails. You know how Egyptian gods are like human body and then animal or bird head, and they're engraved in all the pyramids and blah blah blah. Was that their true form, or are they shapeshifters? Like were they the same thing that came in from another planet, or like who were they?
Yeah, same thing. There's many types of humanoid species out there.
Mhm.
Some of them have elephant faces, lion faces. We all know that.
Yep.
That's literally what they are, who they were. And then you had dark ones pretending to be those guys. Just like the reptilians are pretending to be us right now. You can't tell a reptilian unless you hit them so hard they just start to shapeshift and they just can't hang around. And then you'll see their tongue come out or their eyes change and all that shit.
Yeah.
Right. And then once you see that, you just put a heavy loving light collar around their neck to keep them in check. And every time they do something stupid, that shit vibrates and chokes them.
Well, we've seen a video like basketball players falling or people talking. They have the forked tongues. They have, I think, like kind of yellowish blood, like or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
we're seeing more and more video. So that's exciting.
Yep. 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 Yellow blood, blue blood. However daddy designed them. And you also have to understand that everything that exists, dad created. Um, you also remember that I said that the reptilians, those that are doing the right thing, are being brought back to their natural forms. So somewhere along the line, there was some type of spell or something that took place that formed them into what they are. And it's kind of like us here, like me here. This ain't my natural form. This is the body that I'm now what do you call it? This is my new vessel. But since this vessel was chosen to be the one to help raise and do all this stuff, this vessel gets transformed into my original Sananda state. And when that happens, that's when everybody's gonna be like, "Oh shit, this dude is for real, for real." So we're literally days away from that.
Exciting. Yeah.
It's very exciting, very exciting. So
We had a new viewer ask why Earth was the last to be cleaned and cleared.
that's because the Earth was a stronghold, was a reptilian stronghold, and they were using this planet as a breeding camp for their food chain. If you know how to muscle test, you new viewer, you can go ahead and check that.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically you're cleaning and clearing not just Earth, but everything in the galaxy simultaneously. And it's
Yeah,
all interrelated because like the kids, the adrenochrome, this and that, they're being shipped all over anyway. So you're just really messing up their distribution system, the whole thing that they've got set up here.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Majority of the galaxy is already done because we closed in on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We put a perimeter around it and then we're squeezing it every day. You know, if they could have killed me, or if they could kill me, they would have did it already.
Right.
So there are mechanisms in place that stop that from happening. Um, Also, B is one of the ones that takes the hits for everybody. So when they retaliate and they hit him because they see his role in it all. And if they can kill him, if they think if they can kill him, they can stop
Right.
what I'm doing.
Right.
It's not the case, and it's not going to happen.
Right.
However, he's also used that way to validate certain things. So if we're working on certain things and then we hit this, they'll instantly retaliate at him
Right.
because
Right.
because they can't get to me, right? So then what happens is after they retaliate, I can then remove you where it came from, no matter where the fuck it came from. Then I go, hey, you see that guy you just hit back there? That's my little brother. Now, guess what? Pow! Because all it is an energy signature. And it is, they sent either an energy signature or they stuck a spear in him and all this other shit. And
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. You hear these stories about people dying in their sleep. They call it natural death. You hear people going to the hospital with all these aches and pains and they can't find what it is. That's what it is. Those are energetic
Wow.
attacks. When you feel like shit after talking to somebody, they just attacked you.
Right.
Most of the time, the person that you just got into an argument with doesn't know that they themselves is harnessing these entities.
Right. Right.
So, you have to be mindful of that. Me, I'll be ready to evaporate every fucking thing. I don't care. I have to be mindful of it because I'm ready to pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things happening right now as we speak. And it's getting real interesting because you're going to have more and more people come out of the woodworks and tell everybody who we are, what we've been doing, and turn the switch on all the cabal bullshit and disperse the wealth to the people because that's what daddy wants. That's what daddy wants. We all know daddy gets what he wants
Right. Right.
all the time. all the time. And I'm excited for that day because that's the day that everybody gets to celebrate, whether they're around us or not. They're going to experience it and they're going to feel it. You know, they're going to feel it like, holy shit, this is really happening. We don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about that. Now let's come together and rebuild the world. So that's where we're at. We already won.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. That's so fabulous.
It is.
Question, are any of the current Jedis, were they ever angels?
Um, I yes, they were. Um, they were angels, but now there's so much more.
Okay.
There's so much more. Angels don't really have too much of a free will.
So they basically are waiting always for their mission. Like they're doing fun things in between, but they're always on call, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I'm always on call.
I
So
was just gonna say that, so are you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and that's why I have a hard time when I tell people to do something because I'm always on call. If I'm telling you to do something, go fucking do it. Don't give me a hard time.
Okay, that's funny. Do angels know who the dark ones are? Like, are they're able to see someone's soul or their heart or whatever, however you want to explain it?
Yeah, yeah. It's not that hard to, see. Even you guys, like everybody can see. Um, and the cool part, like I said a couple years back, that you're gonna see it all over the fucking, everywhere. Now you're seeing people walk up walls, and the demon face symptom now came out, right? All of this bullshit, but it's covering up the stuff that I said would happen,
Right,
attempting to cover up.
right, right.
So I wouldn't worry about none of that. Everything is coming out. It's full disclosure. Dad got our backs. He's not going to let nothing happen to those that are working for him. Um, and if stupid shit happens to you, that's okay. Just know that it had to happen to you for whatever reason it leads to, whatever door that it is going to open. Right? There's certain things that I have to do that I don't want to fucking do. Right?
Right.
However, I do it kicking and screaming and bitching and moaning. And then next thing you know, a door opens up and it's like, ooh, I always wanted that. I'm sorry, daddy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no matter how difficult your life may seem, just know and understand that you're doing things for a reason and there's a purpose for it. Reason, purpose, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
So
Okay. In the future, once we, go through the wealth transfer in the chambers, will in our society will be pretty much new. Like we're gonna have a lot of relearning, but will you be setting standards for behavior? Like, will everyone already know how to behave, or do we have to have like rules and laws?
well, that's the thing. I don't have to do none of that only because dad made us this way. You see what I'm saying? Dad made us a certain way where we won't have to put rules that he didn't create,
Right.
that he didn't instill in us, right? Um, we were all made with love, compassion, caring for one another, helping each other, all this stuff. The shit that the cabal are doing and all of these different entities were taught to do this by people that turned their way or turned their back on dad. So when all of that shit is dead and gone, everybody starts to live the way dad intended them to live. So we won't have to have certain rules because you're not going to do wrong. And why would you when you got so many beautiful things happening around you?
Yeah. Makes
So
sense. And I figured too, once we like go through the chambers, we're gonna have our missions, we'll be focused, we'll have our memories. Why would we do stupid stuff? We're gonna wanna do the fun stuff that we came here for, you know?
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And not everybody is going to experience the chambers right away. There's only going to be a handful that will experience it right away, and that's because of what our roles will be. And plus, not everybody's going to believe it anyway. They're not going to believe that this man has some of these crystalline chambers, and you walk into it 3 minutes later, you fucking change, and that's it. You don't die ever, and you got a beautiful galactic stud body, and or whatever. They're not going to believe the shit right away. They're going to see it, and they're going to be like, nah, that can't be real. That can't be real. Where's the real Smarty? Right here, you dumb fuck. That's another thing. My voice, my laugh, none of that shit changes because this is me. This is how I am. Just having fun and just, oh shit. Hold on. What happened? Well, anyway, just that's how I am. Just having fun and just scaring the shit out of people. That's what I love to do. And I scare them. I scare them because this shit sounds crazy. And they're like, man, I ain't messing with that dude. He sounds crazy as shit.
So the people that you evaporate, like say the people you hit this weekend, a lot will disappear and never be seen from again. But there'll be some that have been replaced, I assume. They've been replaced with light beams or no? They're all
No,
gone.
they're gone. What they're having to do and what they have been doing is just dying off and being reported as dying
Mm.
because they're literally missing. That's what Benjamin Fulford was trying to tell everybody. These people are fucking missing. Don't nobody know where they're at.
Yeah. He was talking about the Royals in his last video, I think, how no one's seen them for whatever amount of time.
The Royals, the Rothschilds, all of them,
Yeah.
all of them,
Yeah.
all of them. And then the people that I told you was the good guys, who some of y'all still don't fucking believe it, are the good guys.
Well, you said there's going to be a couple surprise introductions, so I'm very curious about that. But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's called a surprise because it's a surprise.
Yeah. Come on. All right. Here's a big question. All right. In previous interviews, we've talked about how we're here and ascended up the levels. We got to where we couldn't ascend any further. We had to come back and do it again. So we've done this multiple times and we keep getting stuck. And you said it was because we didn't do something in this time frame here. And so what are the parameters for this last cycle? Like, what are we doing different or better this time that we didn't do the past jillion times we've come to do it?
Clean out the tunnels with all the children.
That's what you said before, but didn't you know about the tunnels before?
We did, but society was so dumbed down that we were moving technologically forward, and we didn't think about all this other stuff.
Ah.
So we got all of these ET deals, we got all of these technological booms, and they kept us controlled to a certain extent, kind of like the way they did. They had did. Matter of fact, kind of like that COVID video where the kids playing in those fucking tents.
Oh.
So that's literally what kept happening. Programming and programming and programming. So we were evolving, but then we couldn't reach a certain level because you can't go nowhere. You guys got to go back. You see all that shit down there? So that's what happened. Um, we are literally cleaning everything now, including the underworld. That's what they call it.
Is that inner earth, underworld?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole trafficking stuff, um the the food chain, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. We're actually now past the 12th dimension. We've already did everything we had to do to move forward. So, since time doesn't exist for us, so now when that was literally paused because we couldn't go past into higher dimensions. However, we're at the point where now we're able to go past the 12th dimensions and work our way up there faster. So it's literally going to be like a blink of an eye when it's all said and done.
You've said this before. I did hear it, but I just really wanted to clarify that piece.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to make sure that this, where we are now, everything is clean and clear. And it's
Right.
really important so that we can keep moving and evolve and do whatever we've got to do.
Yeah.
But
So
wanted,
we did it.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
did it.
So we did it. Yeah, we did it.
Oh, you just said something blip through.
Yeah.
What was it? He's
No,
going.
one of my crazy kids running around.
Yeah, it was going fast. So cool.
We was out running around, me and B, and we went into this little area, and Sophie popped in, and we're like, "Go back." So we got here, and she was like, "You better stop being nosy." She's like,
That's so sweet. That's funny.
"Yeah, they got See now, when you understand that the kids, um, when you understand that we're past these levels that I keep talking about, the higher up dimensions, the 12th dimensions, into the future, all of the children from here on have the abilities to go back in time and space at will. And they have also been helping because they know what we've been doing and what we're a part of and what they're a part of in the future. So any attempts to stop that gets shut down quick because the children of the future are the ones coming back here. It's complicated. It's a big picture, but that's what's been happening too.
So they automatically know how to do that.
Yes, because they automatically work for dad.
Awesome. Now, if they went back in time or whatever, what would they be doing?
Taking people's keys and shit like that.
Ah, tomfoolery. Okay.
Yeah, and popping into portals, making sure a certain person doesn't go to this location or stuff like that. So they're similar to angels, but they're um they're higher than the angels because of where they came from, which was me.
Okay. Yeah, you had something else you've got stuff going through the screen, which is pretty cool. So,
Yeah, it's always happening. If there's a ship right
oh,
up there, so there's always shit around here, man. Like I don't I've been trying to tell everybody this shit. They don't. Nobody wants to listen to Smarty. Smarty's crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm only the king of the entire universe. Nothing special, right?
Yeah.
You
Hey.
see, did you see the ship that I posted this morning from breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay, all of the clouds were like this, and then you see the.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. So
Yep.
cool. Yeah. All
Yep.
right. Let's see. You know how we talked about deja vu, and you said when you get deja vu, you spin because you want to disrupt the pattern. You want to do whatever it is right. Um, how will we know what it is that we should be doing? Like when we get the deja vu, how does that change events?
You don't really actually know. You don't really actually know, which is the crazy part. But when I do get deja vu, I literally stop and spin because the reason why we got deja vu is because we didn't do something correctly, and we're getting another chance.
Yep. Okay.
It's like a checkpoint, if you would. That's literally what deja vu is for me.
Okay.
So then I spin and then I move forward. And once I do that, then whatever else that had to happen then happened. So then I won't get deja vu until the next time I get deja vu. And if I get deja vu again, no matter where the fuck I'm at, even in the fucking store, my ass is spinning like a ballerina.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. I have more questions. Are we a good resting spot for today
Yeah,
or yeah?
we're good because I my one of my family members actually came and
Oh,
um yeah, she's inside cooking, so I had some spare time.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate that. And
You're welcome.
like we're getting great information when we do these. Thank you.
Yeah, so much more to come. Remember, we just increased 2 more levels, so who knows what's next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. All
All
right, we good. Love you guys. Keep up the good work.